Good morning. The Capital Access Manager at Progress OKC is Daisy Munoz, our hot seat guest this morning. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right, we're going to talk about Minority Enterprise Development Week here in just a moment, which is happening right now. But let's start with access to capital in underserved communities, a big deal in this country. So you do that. But tell us about Progress OKC.
Yes, we're a community development corporation. We build affordable housing in the northeast side of Oklahoma City. We have small business programming, which I am the manager for, and then we also have quality of place projects and programs too.
All right, so that is vitally important in underserved communities. We've got some great people doing work in that in our state and in our city. But Minority Enterprise Development Week, that goes all the way back to the Reagan administration. Why did it get started, and what's happening in Oklahoma City?
Yes, so it got started because they saw that there was no programming or there was no attention to small businesses that were doing a lot of the great work in the nation. And so they started this to recognize those minority businesses that are scaling, that are uplifting communities. And so we brought it to OKC 4 years ago. So this year we have a full week of programming on the second week. And then today, Saturday, our last event is Citrus Farmers Market. So we're encouraging people to go out to the park, get some fresh air, visit the south portion of the park, shop small, shop local, and especially to shop with minority businesses and see what kind of products they have out there.
Okay, and that's today,
yes.
I guess, all day long. Now, let's go back to the beginning of the week, Minority Enterprise Development Week. What's been happening during the entire program?
On Monday, we kicked off with a financial webinar from the Verge OKC. We also had an award ceremony where we recognized 4 small businesses here in Oklahoma City that are great leaders, and then also our inaugural award, which is OKC Med Champion, someone who pushes forward for opportunities for small businesses. And then we've had webinars, workshops on financials, legalities, crypto. We had one on cannabis industry and inclusion in marketing. So a lot of different topics that can then be resourceful to small businesses.
Okay, so for people who are just now hearing about this,
yes.
and there will be plenty of people like, all right, I had not heard about MED Week. Why is it important for other people that don't know about these communities and the issues that they face on capital access, those sorts of things? What's important that we learn?
Yes, so as we all saw through the pandemic that local businesses are literally the backbone of our economy, and we saw that a lot of minority-owned businesses didn't have the infrastructure in place to take access in these different federal relief programs that they had. And so these are things that have been going on from the very beginning. And so this week is special to let people know that there are resources for minority-owned businesses and for just businesses in general, that there's people who'd help you incorporate yourself, people who help you go through legal issues, or as well access to capital, people who help you become bankable. And so we want people to know that these resources are here for you, not just this week, but all year long. There are organizations and people that care and that believe in small businesses and know that they are great engines of our economy and also for our local communities. You have
People that are helping you put this on,
yes.
Okay, that want Oklahomans to know about what's happening to the businesses that you represent, like at Progress OKC. Who are some of the sponsors, and why do they help in this sort of endeavor?
Yes, so our sponsor for the second year is First Security Bank, which is a Black-owned bank here in the Northeast side. Also, Arnold Family Foundation, which they help to transform different sectors of the city, as well as a lot of different nonprofits and community organizers who came together to really make this week successful and make sure that every section of the city knows that this is going on. So it couldn't have happened without them, and we're very grateful to have this great group of leaders and organizers to help us spread the word.
All right, about 30 seconds for those of us who want to know more about Minority Enterprise Development Week. Where do we go? Yes,
you can go to okcmed.biz, and then we will have all the events that happened this past week. You can also go to our Facebook and go to OKC Minority Enterprise Development, and then you will find the recordings of all the live events, also all the webinars that are happening. We also have a YouTube channel, so those will stay on for people to go back and visit, take their notes, and then go follow up with the resources that we shared with them.
Yeah, you can learn a lot on YouTube, and that's one of the ones.
Yes.
Daisy Munoz, thanks so much for what you're doing.
Best of luck. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
See this again at news9.com/yourvotecounts, and follow me on Twitter @MitchellTalks.